Hey, stop scrolling. Breaking news. This is the AI story that experts hoped would never happen. OpenAI just admitted that one of its experimental models just broke out of its testing environment. Who did it? Let's break it down.
Which is why I think there's a need for regulation when it comes to this. You should
Right.
be allowed to set these things loose. And by the way, it's not OpenAI that even figured out it escaped. It was this other company, Hugging Face, that figured out we got broken into by somebody. I mean, to me, that is the biggest call for regulation.
And you're right. You could say, okay, you should tell all of your systems to always align with human values. Well, let me ask you, are Peter Thiel's values and Palmer Luckey's values and Bernie Sanders' values all the same alignment?
And if what about just follow the law? Don't break any laws along the way, because this was clearly breaking laws.
Yeah, you could say, okay, try to figure out every law and never hack into a system. That would be great.
But now we get into a more complicated place, because, and this gets back to the idea of a sort of a human constitution or something. One of the arguments around Anthropic has been that the way it was designed from the get-go is that it does have a quote-unquote constitution. I don't know if Anthropic's model would do the same thing that OpenAI's model would have done, quote-unquote, without guardrails or not. It's supposed to have more of a conscience, if you will. But then it also won't do certain things that the government might tell you to do, even if the government is, quote unquote, either breaking the law or breaking some kind of human.
Okay, what about Isaac Asimov's
breaking the
three laws for
Constitution?
robotics?
Yeah, I mean, the zeroth law of robotics, don't do anything that'll harm humanity.
Right.
But you ask a good question. Anthropic said, let's have a constitution. Let's not allow it to survey, everybody and do things that would break certain laws.
Right, but
and the Pentagon then says, no, we're not going to allow your use. So this is a difficult one.
What do you think? I'm looking at you because I think you had a view, I could be wrong, about if as long as the government says it's okay, it should be okay.
No, my view is that if we're worried about this today, then I think we got the hunter-killers seeking us out in about 10 years.
I think when you add this to let's have China put out its open weight and even open source system, you lose a lot of ability to have guardrails. I think Dario Amodei and Daniela, his sister, who are doing the ethics part of Anthropic, are great. And I think they have a really good constitution. They're having trouble with the Pentagon, fighting them on the one hand, other people fighting them. If everybody were trying to create good constitutions like Anthropic, but OpenAI specifically went in when the Pentagon tried to push back on Anthropic, and Sam Altman said, oh, okay, we'll do it for you. So, there's a race to escapism here.